Heading outside and walking, time now for a check of the forecast with Rich Marriott. Rich, now joining me from home. You were in the studio this morning, but now you're home. I'm lonely in here, man.
I'm hopping all over the place today, for sure. It's well, a good day to be hopping outside. It's not as hot as it was midweek, so that's a plus. I think everybody's fairly happy about that. We are going to be looking for the cool down, which started yesterday. As I said earlier, we hit 75 at SeaTac yesterday, and we're probably going to lose another 3 to maybe 5 degrees today, and a little bit more over the weekend for that matter. But not a bad looking day out there. Looking out from the TACOMA camera, you can see a mixture of blue sky and clouds out there for midday, and not too different. All the other cameras we check, checking in with filtered sunshine through some middle and high clouds. A little weak front is kind of dissipating over us as it moves on by in advance of the next system. See on the Doppler radar that we had a few showers there over the northwest coast. That went by a little fast. We'll pull that back again, and you can see those are dissipating as they move inland. You might see a few sprinkles up near the Canadian border over the interior and the North Cascades, but that's going to be about the extent of it. Taking a look at Auburn High School, you can see the clouds kind of moving on by there, and still a little bit of blue showing up. And up at the top of Crystal Mountain, a pretty day in the mountains. In fact, being farther away from that front, not quite as much filtering of the sunshine. The gondola camera. Crystal announced that they actually are open for, I think, another bonus week of spring skiing today, tomorrow, and Sunday. They are open in Green Valley for skiing, and of course the scenic gondola open on weekends for the next couple of weeks as well. But one more week of spring skiing if you're lucky enough to get up there. Temperatures, they're mostly in the 50s to the low to maybe a few mid-60s most spots, so warming up pretty nicely depending on how much sunshine is sneaking through the clouds where you are. And you can see those clouds pretty much covering a good chunk of western Washington right now, but definitely some holes in it, and we'll continue to see that mixture of clouds and sunshine on through the afternoon. If you are headed up towards the mountains, you can see over there in Hurricane Ridge, farther north and west, seeing more clouds around. They might see a few sprinkles there potentially, and you can see looking pretty nice blue sky if you're heading across Snoqualmie Pass. Just the usual summer construction delays you might run into. Mountain forecast does call for partly to mostly sunny, a slight chance of some showers, mainly North Olympics and North Cascades. Afternoon pass temperatures in the mid-60s to near 70 degrees. If you're headed towards the coastal beaches today, they've got some clouds out there, especially the north coast. We might see a few sprinkles, but still overall a partly sunny day to the north and mostly sunny day to the south. Afternoon temperatures at the coast, upper 50s and low 60s. Checking east of the Cascades, pretty day there in the Methow Valley, looking out from Sun Mountain Lodge. And you can see checking, we had heat advisories earlier in the week. Those have gone away as we cool down, but we have very low humidities and very gusty winds developing down the east slopes of the Cascades. And with that, there's a red flag warning out for a good chunk of eastern Washington, which means it's pretty easy for fires to start and spread in those conditions. You can see that reflected in the hourly forecast there for Ellensburg, which is showing gusty winds as we get some west winds pushing in through the strait, and that pours over the Cascade Crest and gives us gusty winds into eastern Washington. It is much cooler there, though, only in the mid-70s for highs in Ellensburg today. Checking the 7-day forecast. So today, partly to mostly sunny around Puget Sound, upper 60s and low 70s. Partly sunny tomorrow. There'll be some off and on showers mixed in, nothing too serious, mid-60s. Probably dry Sunday morning, but increasing rain in the afternoon, and chance of some thunderstorms late afternoon or evening behind the front as it moves through. A cool day, though, only in the low 60s. Partly sunny with a few morning showers Monday, then clearing, and then really Tuesday on through the end of the work week, we're looking for a mixture of sunshine and maybe a shower here and there. Nothing too strong moving on through. High temperatures gradually warming back up a little bit, getting up to around the low 70s as we head towards late next week. No more 80s in sight right now, which will displease some people but make other people happy. Kayla?
Makes me happy to not be in the 80s, but I'm probably in the minority there. Thank you so much, Rich.
Certainly in sleeping time, that's important.
Yes, exactly. Okay, well, coming